Hello everybody, this is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first outing of Indiana Jones. Starring, of course, Harrison Ford as Henry Indiana Jones Jr., Karen Allen as Marion Riverwood, Denholm Elliott as Marcus Brody, John Rhys Davis as Sala, and of course, Paul Freeman as Renee Belloc. Practically, one I can say Freeman's second most iconic role besides Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers. Which is kind of like a hell of a career to go from his not Jones's Nazi opposite number to in the archaeological industry to well being Zordon's antagonist. But of course, enough about Rangers and more about Indy. Of course, I got how have iconic from the beginning of when of Indy and those soldiers going to that temple. He gets that idol and of course in the whole boulder chase scene. Man, talk about one of the most iconic moments of 80s film cinema history. From his chase to the getting chased by the natives, where he's going, Jack, start the plane. Which always falls hilarious, especially with Jones's infamous snake phobia and the whole why does it gotta be snakes? And of course, get the whole deal with the government hires them to retrieve the Ark of the Covenant before the Nazis do. And 1936, when it ain't even wartime yet. Which is kind of like one part I liked about Dial of Destiny. As far as I'm going to say about it until I start review that, was how he was called Colonel Jones in the movie during his OSS days, whereas every other movie it was Dr. Jones. And on top of some great chemistry between Karen Allen and Harrison in their respective roles. Though I'm kind of surprised that they didn't that she didn't come back for Last Crusade. But you can say a lot was later explained in Crystal Skull. Especially with the whole deal of how they're the couple that always they were him and Marion were always the couple that fought in public but fucked in private. Which that's just a I don't see how those kind of relationships last. And of course with enough about the first one, you got to have little epic fight scenes, especially the whole great unscripted moment of the whole. Yeah, when he's at Morocco, where I can't remember exactly where Salah lived, but I know it was somewhere in the Middle East. Just brain farting, and I just watched it yesterday just to pick up on stuff for reviewing purposes. course, you got, with, of course, Salah's great performance by John Rhys Davies, which, oh, he was always an underrated actor in my opinion. Hell. Hell, even back to that old fight scene where, or before he thinks he lost Marion, where he thought she died in that truck wreck. And then, of course, Indy goes sneaks in that tomb, which is already held by Nazis, and which of course led to attempted rescue Marion to the whole pit of snakes, and the whole why does it have to be snakes? And if you blink them, you'll notice the whole R2 and C-3PO Easter egg with masterpiece directed by Spielberg, but heavy involvement with Lucas. And of course, the whole fight scene in the plane, between Indy and that big Nazi, which of course, until that plane propeller got whooped his ass, chopped him up, and the whole deal with the chase thing. I mean, how he snuck on that truck with his trusty whip, and then jacked that truck, German deuce and a half, and then drove it like he was free ride at Talladega. Woof. And then, of course, the whole scene with the arc opening, and he's like, which of course leads to Belloc and all the other Nazis getting their face melted, especially that one dude who just looked like Wallace Shawn without the voice. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The dude in the the fedora, and the glasses. But overall, I'm definitely giving this one a 5 out of 5 from. It's great action, great cast, great action scenes. Especially one of my favorite, the whole deal with a sword and gun thing, which is good instead of them like trying to make it like a fair fight and all, where he's got his gun in his holster the whole time. And he's like getting a sword or melee thing, which I always kind of thought redundant. Done it in action movies when they do that. When they just more likely just teaching up instead of a good guy just teaching a motherfucker just to say to not bring a gun to a gunfight. But overall, a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy, and I'll keep dishing them out.